Money that matters.
Randy Newman singing our song here at KMRE, where we're having our once-a-year fundraising event. Randy Newman telling us money that matters. It is true. It's true.
That's right.
We know that we got to keep the bills paid. We got to keep the lights on. And we are a volunteer nonprofit radio station, and we would love to have your support. My name's Trevor here at KMRE. As I said, give us a phone call, 360-398-6150, or go online to kmre.org. Please donate. Keep us on the public airwaves for the people that live in Whatcom. And right now, I'm really happy to be joined by a local musician from the area with a long history in Whatcom as a singer and rhythm guitar player and multi-instrument player. This is Chuck Dingee. Chuck Dingee. Chuck plays with a couple different groups around the area. The Walrus is one. Another is called Free Harmony. Thank you, Chuck, for joining me today.
Sure.
Tell me a little bit about your history as a musician in the area, and the Walrus. It's an interesting name. This is the Beatles?
Well, we originally started almost 30 years ago, and it was inspired by just let's do a Beatle band, and so we were going to be all Beatle band, and we did that for a year or two, and then we decided, now we should branch out. So these days the Walrus plays. Usually in a given night, we might play 4 or 5 Beatles songs, and the rest of them are other songs. Although we are doing a couple of all Beatles shows this year. Occasionally, we like to do that. Just go back to our roots, and we're going to be doing that in August, and I think we got one in November too. So
excellent. And Free Harmony, your other group, you brought me a CD of Free Harmony. I host the local jam where I'm playing local music. So thank you for this. I'm going to make sure I get this into my next show.
Sure.
Free Harmony, what is the genre? What is Free Harmony like?
It's basically kind of I'd say folk rock. I play acoustic guitar and some flute, and Sharon Mason sings and plays piano and a little bit of percussion, but we're kind of a modular. We sometimes play as a duo. We just played last Friday at the Big Stick Barbecue and as a duo, and we sometimes play as a trio with a lead guitar player or another instrument. And we also have come up with a full band, and the band is going to be playing at the Rockfish in Anacortes on June 15th. We play. We have an album of mostly original. In fact, virtually all original. There's one song that we covered on it, but so we play a lot of originals. We also do a lot of covers. We like to play. Our big thing is a harmony. Of course, with the name Free Harmony. Sharon Mason and I decided to start singing together, and we were just like blown away by how our voices fit together. And at the time, I play a lot of times. I play 3 or 4 times a week at local nursing homes and senior centers and things like that. And Sharon said, "Hey, let's practice here, and I'll just come along and provide some Free Harmony," and that's how the name came about. But
I like that. That's great. The origin name is that's a good one as well. Now, you said that you have a show coming up at the Wild Buffalo.
Yeah, with the Walrus.
That's with the Walrus on June 16th.
June 16th. It'll be, I believe, 6 to 9 p.m. We love playing the Wild Buffalo. Over the almost 30 years that we've been together, I think the last time I checked, we had played at the Wild Buffalo more often than any other band, just because we've been around for so long, and that. So
it's clearly you're very involved in the local music scene.
Sure, yeah,
and that's kind of what we're asking today.
Yeah.
Is what does community mean to you? How do you recognize community in this area?
I love the musical community here. I also host an open mic every Tuesday at Ono Kitchen and Bar I've been doing that for several years. Before that, I hosted open mics at the Fairhaven and Poppies and Wild Buffalo and a lot of other places. I like hosting open mics. It really keeps me in touch with the local up and coming musicians, that you might not have heard of, or that, sometimes I get people in there that, that are playing for the first time, and it's really wonderful to watch somebody. The first time they play, they're kind of, their shoulders are hunched and they're they're a little nervous, and then a year later, they're coming in and really owning it, and it's really fun to watch that. So
Yeah, I've had that experience meeting people that are moving here,
Yeah.
and they're asking me because of my radio program, asking me maybe where are some of the open mics, and so I point them in those directions to
Yeah.
what's going on, and
Yeah.
and again, community support for local musicians, and again, that is also supporting the local venues
Exactly.
and the local bartenders
Yeah,
as well,
exactly.
and keeping that within the community versus going to, let's say, large chains of restaurants that
Yeah, exactly.
that we all know. Try to keep the bucks local. And thank you again, Chuck. I really appreciate you joining me and joining us
Sure.
and being a part of community-powered KMRE.
It's a great station.
We definitely appreciate that. As I was mentioning earlier, now is your opportunity. If you donate now, you could also have your name put into a drawing for local prizes and gift bags from local businesses as well. Call now 360-398-6150 or online at kmre.org. Thank you so much again, Chuck. And stay tuned. Keep listening, because at the top of the hour, going to be talking with John Scanlon, the Whatcom County Council member. He'll be talking with Suzanne Blaze, one of our volunteers. And we're back to local music, or back to the music here at KMRE.